Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Sarah. Welcome to Carpool Confessions.
I'll bring my stories.
And I'll bring my friends.
Buckle up.
Step in the car where the lights are low. On Springfield streets where secrets flow. Night rides turn to truth-telling sessions. Buckle up tight for Carpool Confessions.
Yep, so I pull up. Mandy gets in the car. And she seemed normal at first. She was pretty lighthearted, introduced herself. She sat in the front seat. And that's somewhat unusual when single women get into my car, that they would jump in the front seat. But sometimes that's all right, and I love it. They're friendly, and we get to talk instead of fighting sleep at 3 a.m. So she gets in, very friendly, and we're chatting a little bit, and it kind of gets to a lull in the conversation. And then she starts talking, but I don't know what about. And she's definitely talking to someone. So I thought, well, maybe she made a call, had an earpiece in or something. Yeah. And
you look scared.
It's alarming.
You're a little scared?
Yes.
It gets scary.
Oh.
And she says at one point, she goes, Sam, my orgasm with a man is so much better than with this dog. Can you please get it off of me?
What?
And the conversation at that point was just kind of pleasantries, whatever. We're just talking. And then we get to this emphatic statement from her.
Is she looking at you? And she looking out the window?
She's like just looking around. Yeah, just kind of her eyes are darting. She's looking all
Not
over.
the darting. I think I'd rather
she's
her
unwell.
look at you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I turned to her and I said, are you okay? I'm just like hoping she's on the phone.
Even that wouldn't make that sentence better.
Yeah. Are you okay?
She's unwell, actually.
Yeah. And then she just stops for a second and she said, she goes, hey. And she turns around and looks in the back seat. You're not supposed to be there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
So I whip around. I'm still driving down the road, but I whip my head around to see who is in my car.
That's so brave of you. I would never have turned around. I've just been like,
did you think about pulling over?
Yeah, I thought about pulling over, but I was a little terrified to do that, too.
Right. We're not stopping.
Yeah.
We got to get this lady where she needs to go right now.
So and she goes, who is in the back seat with you?
Oh, my gosh.
there's
And
more
I'm
than
just-
one?
Apparently, there were two.
No.
Yeah, and so then she turns back to the front, and she starts talking to Kurt. And she goes, Kurt, why are you mad at me? Is this because I slept with your father? And then she snaps back at me like in the same sentence, and she goes, do you have any fentanyl?
Oh, no. That's, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Is
Do I
this
have any
when
fentanyl?
That's
Gets to
crazy.
maybe?
So-
That's what it sounds like to me.
split.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of does.
Yeah, it's all over the board.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we're probably still only halfway through her
Oh,
trip.
gosh.
No.
What did she look like? Like, how was she dressed?
She was, I would say, a little disheveled. She was dressed kind of, I don't know, I'd say cutesy,
Okay.
whatever, but obviously had not changed her clothes in a day or two and kind of looked rough.
And she's
Yeah.
like young, old.
Yeah, I would say 30s,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so not
What, did
terribly
she
old.
have anything with her?
What did she have?
And she had a bag, like a large purse, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
but-
the middle of the night.
Yeah, this was probably 2:33 a.m.
Okay.
And I picked her up from a house, which isn't uncommon. After 2:30 in the morning, you start
Right.
picking up from houses.
Yes.
So it was, I don't know, nothing like really threw me off with her initially. But yeah, it just got crazy.
Your battery died.
Damn.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, no. You're not. Oh,
Yeah, you
nice.
did.
Nice. Oh, I just took a picture too.
I'm ready.
I'm not in.
Oh, no.
There we go. Beautiful.
I'm back, I guess.
Is it me? I'm trying to.
Is it me?
I love that. Please send that to the group chat.
Is that Peggy? Wait, Mandy?
Mandy? That's me.
I know, silly. It was spooky.
How dare
Yeah, you should send that to the group chat. I just took a picture too. Caitlin looks very concerned in the photo that I
That's my face.
Is
Right,
it like
where did-
this?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
my
that's
Nice.
the one. Yeah.
That is me.
You say, I'm listening.
Yes, I said. Captive audience.
We're concerned for Mandy.
Concern for Mandy.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you had
House?
just said that she seemed a
snapped-
little bit off,
she
but
asked
like
you
nothing
for
crazy.
fentanyl.
Yeah, she snapped back at you,
Yeah,
Okay,
and asked
yeah.
you for fentanyl.
Yeah, she wanted some fentanyl.
which is bizarre.
Yeah. So I clearly said, I do not have fentanyl. She said, are you sure?
Are you
sound
pretty
sure?
sure?
You couldn't be sure, but
Yeah.
you
She
have it.
said, because that's why I got in your car.
What?
Because you have the fentanyl for me. And I said, no.
No.
No, I don't. And she said, and this is where it gets a little sad. She said, she starts to tear up. And she goes, my daddy's going to beat me again. He's going to hit me again. I said, Mandy, are you okay? Do I need to take you to a hospital? And she said, no. And she freaks out on me.
Oh gosh.
Don't take me to a hospital. She said, they've tried that before.
Oh my
It doesn't work.
gosh.
Yeah, she is. So at this point, I'm thinking there's some serious mental health issues.
Yeah.
Maybe this
Yeah.
isn't just drugs, but she is all over the board. And
Yeah.
then she just freezes. She is turned around backwards in the seats,
What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
and she just stares out the back window, or in the back seats. I don't know. She is just staring. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road.
Right, you're trying to drive.
How
Yeah.
long of a drive is this to get
So
from place
It was
to place?
about a 12-minute drive,
Oh,
It's
no.
too long.
which on something like this feels like
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah, for real.
Just crazy.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, it just got crazier and crazier. And then she goes back to, Sam, stop doing that. Don't stab her like that.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, is Sam in the car? And she said, Sam is right there, and he is stabbing my mom. It hurts her.
Oh my gosh.
She just keeps going with this whole thing. And I said, Mandy, I think I need to take you somewhere.
Yeah.
And she said, no, please don't. She turns around, she sits down, and she just starts sobbing. The rest of the ride, she just sobbed in the seat.
Oh my gosh.
And we get to her destination finally.
Where was,
Where was she
destination?
going? Yeah.
She was going to another house in a pretty rough neighborhood.
What time is it?
This is just after 3 a.m.
Sure.
Yep, about right, the timing. But we get to
It's-
this house, and she's just sobbing.
Yeah.
And she, and I'm just trying to coax her out the door at this point. Just,
Oh my
is there anything I can
gosh.
do? Can I call someone?
Yeah.
Should we get you to a hospital? And she just, no, don't, please don't. I said, Mandy, we have to do something here. And she just stops and looks at me.
No.
Said, you sure you don't have any fentanyl?
Oh my gosh, we're back to that.
Said, I'm
No.
still pretty sure
I
I don't
still
have
don't
any
have
fentanyl.
any.
That's your fault. You can't say pretty sure. You have to say I am sure.
I guess so.
Yeah.
You weren't clear enough about
Yeah.
the fentanyl.
It worked, though. She shrugged her shoulders and said, okay.
Okay.
Peace
And
out.
got out of the car and walked into the house.
Deuces.
Oh my gosh.
Given the fact maybe that growing up, her family did not think that she had any sort of mental illness, and so she started self-medicating, and then there's just no coming back
Yeah.
from that. And once you start self-medicating, it gets worse.
Yeah.
So.
That story is, as Katie would say,
Bombastic.
bombastic.
Yeah.
Every ride's a new story to tape. Overnight drivers with ears on a mission. Come back next time for carpool confession.